Hello there, welcome back. It's still Rise and Shine Saturday, and we are just on the very last lap of our show this morning. We hope it's been entertaining, educative, and very informative this morning. So, right about now, we will be taking our conversation for our women folk. We are still in the month where we're celebrating our women, and we have another very intelligent guest in the house, Miss Kayon Onyeka, who is an international renowned poet and spoken word artist. For the first time at Spectrum Television, let us make welcome
Okay,
Kayon.
now I'm feeling so special. Thank
Welcome.
you so much for
So
having
good
me.
to have you.
Thank
It's
you.
beautiful to have an international person sitting on our seats.
Ah.
It's not like every day it happens.
It's a pleasure to be here. This
Yeah,
is beautiful.
thank
There's
you.
just this ambience around here. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I love the fact that the ambience got to you because that's
Yeah, I
like the
like
first
art.
thing.
Right.
Your art. Don't just say you like art. You are art.
Well, yeah. So we
Thank
have,
you.
I'm
Your
sure we have
outfit
our
right
chairman
now
to thank for that.
it's painting some
Okay.
artistic picture in my mind right now.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm sure we'll thank Mr. Tony Afia for that, for all of the beautiful scenery we have around
Exactly.
here. Yes, so welcome. So today we are talking the role of the girl child in development.
Okay.
And I know that you are a leading woman with regards to um, even issues with children, because I know that you are with
Use a life
Youth
foundation.
Alive Foundation, yes. So what's the what would you say is the primary role of the girl child in development?
Okay, I feel that the primary role of the girl child is the role of everybody.
Okay.
I don't feel that there's a special role for the girl child and there's a special role for maybe the boy child now.
Wow.
I feel that everybody who comes to the earth or who comes into the society has a role to contribute to the prosperity of a society. I think I was telling myself the other day, I was like, okay, you do not like the content that is going out in the society. Maybe, for instance, the way that we have some of these get rich quick schemes that are going out, but you have the responsibility to put out the kind of content that you want. So I feel that the girl child, I don't want to limit the role of the girl child. The girl child has a role to play by ensuring that all that she has, her talent, her skills, her ideas, she can bring that out and use that to, shape her society.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
So the
basically
girl child should be able to use everything that she has
everything that she has
to be able to shape
her society. So yeah, but I think that's same for the male.
for the
So
males.
yes.
So, but then what would you say are some of the factors that are mitigating our females from being able to actualize some of these things? What are things fighting us from using our talents, our gifts, everything within us to make our environment or our world a better place?
Okay, I think it's enormous. But first, I'll start with the most important one, yourself. Because it doesn't matter how much society says no, how much all of whatever it is that's fighting you says no to you. But if you're not fighting yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you're not against yourself, then, you can always, you can
Wow.
soar. So, but let's look at the other challenges that, may not give us that enabling environment to soar, which is maybe societal norms, you know, we don't really see so much here,
Okay.
because in the north, it looks like a norm that girls don't go to school. Girls can't go to school. In fact, I have a first-hand interaction with a friend, and he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get my mother to understand why my sister should go to school. He's
Wow.
male and he's in school." And he even says, "Oh, my sister is fine. She, because of the environment, she thinks it's okay not to get
go to
educated." And education now is not just about school, because if you don't get educated, you cannot refine what you have. And when you don't refine it, you cannot contribute. Right. So that's why that level of education is important. I am the first in my home. I will give you a live example.
Yeah.
I am the first in my home. I have always known myself to always come first position and all of that by God's grace.
Wow.
Okay, so, and I have a brother. When we were growing up, it was a bit tough for us to get to school. And then I now have relatives saying, "Why don't you why don't she hold on and her brother goes to school? So I am the first. I am brilliant.
Yeah.
But because I'm a girl,
You should be
I
the one
should
to stay
hold
back.
on. So you see that when it comes to choices, when it comes to opportunities, sometimes girls are, so imagine what that can do to my psyche.
Yeah.
Imagine what that can do to my mind, you know. If so, so the girl child now has to start surmounting that. Or you see TV, or you watch TV, for instance, the House of Assembly, and you see just men. So you have to start surmounting. Oh, women can speak, women can be there. So there's a lot societal
battling to go
norms.
on there.
Yes, okay. And then there's this land dispute that happened in my village one time, and we're supposed to talk about it. They didn't let me talk about it because I'm a female and it had to be my brother. So when bride prices are negotiated, sometimes in my village it's amongst men for a woman. So, you know, all of those things begin to collapse, begin to shield you into a place. So it seems that you have to give a little bit more effort to be able to surmount all of that.
Everything.
Yes.
So you said something that is catchy, and I just want like related. Do you believe that in terms of like debating bride price, is this something you think that the female gender should have a voice in?
Definitely. It should be collective. It should be, I'm not saying it should just be female now. It should be both people raise the child. So it should be collective. And I feel, especially for the female child, and there are some things that are peculiar to women that women may understand better. There are something peculiar to men that men may understand. So if you're negotiating over a girl, the mother, women,
her voice should be there.
Should be critical factors as to what are we getting, what are we, what are we negotiating,
what can be cut
what
out?
Are the terms? How are you going to treat my daughter? What are the terms? Especially not just the ceremonial, oh, we'll treat her nice. That place where you're negotiating the bride price, where the elders are meeting, that is where the woman should say, oh, these are the conditions. Even though we're getting this, these are the conditions. You should treat my daughter this way. You should, and she would understand more because she knows, she feels all of that.
And I believe that's like a core part of cultural development.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's the thing with culture. When and that's also the thing with conversations, education like this. Because when people are not in spaces that interrogate the way they think, when people do not, sometimes our villages are very traditional. That's the way things are done. They don't really have that setting. Even when they're having elders meeting, they're not having elders meeting to rethink and say, oh, have we been doing this rightly? They're just having elders meeting to drink and just have fun.
Elders meeting to drink.
Okay.
So
the elders have been called out by Kenya.
Yeah. So so we need all of that interaction to be, oh, this is not working. Our daughters, all of that. We need to begin to change the narrative. So we need that.
Okay, so I will start from the marriage part because I recently had a conversation with a young woman who told me some part of it now, that what to do is when a man is actually coming, they are the ones who, for instance, you are the would-be wife and your husband is coming, and then you know the size of your husband's account.
Oh,
okay. So in as much as you won't be able to be allowed into the extended elder forum in-house within the family, that they actually have the upper hand to tell the family, look, this should be done, this should be done, because at the end of the day, I'm the one going in with this man.
Which tribe is
and
this?
This is don't go there. And at the end of the day, this is me living with this man. And if you go too far to this point, it might actually break him, and that would not go well for me as your daughter. So if you want my happiness, then this is how it's going to be. And I feel through that conversation, this is actually something that should be done, not just within a particular cultural environment or enclave. Should be something that is done generally. Now, you've mentioned the fact, I mean, it's not just you talking about it. We know that our cultures, our religious belief, even our laws in Nigeria have been so intertwined to the fact that they stand against the women, they stand against promoting the rights of the women. I mean, if we have to reference what recently happened at the House of Assembly and all of the gender bills, it's not something that is a new thing. But then, like the guys that just left us talked about, most times it is not just, we already know that these cultural things are there.
Yes.
But then we also have a problem with the girl child itself, who has refused to believe that the culture, the traditions, the religion are all just barriers that she as a person needs to break away from.
Yeah.
So as a female voice, as an activist voice, what would you say to a young woman who, despite all of the talents, all of the creative ability, all of the knowledge, the wisdom that, I mean, she has refused to break that boundary to believe that she has the right to take decisions, she has the right to do the right things to get to where she needs to be?
Okay, has refused.
Yes. I mean, it's there.
That sounds really deliberate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think it still falls back to the mind. What's making her refuse? What's making her not to believe that she can do, what she has to do? What's making her limit herself? Because what has she heard? Who has she interacted with? Does she have mentors? What is making her limit herself? So you have to start with the mind. I think
Yeah.
that basically she just has to. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. So you don't just wake up and you're all confident and you all believe in yourself. I think it's about taking baby steps. For instance, if she maybe, for instance, the good one is sings. If she sings, is a world of social media. Maybe she could just start, doing covers, all of that before you build it up. But it's a step, it's a mindset deconstruction. As soon as she's able to do that, she'll be able to take it on. And I want to say that for women, there is really nothing you can't do.
Yeah.
There is absolutely nothing that you cannot do. And the people who probably think you can't do that, maybe they feel that they can't do that and they're pushing on that unbelief to you. And that and you have the responsibility to prove it.
Yeah.
That you can do that. And I think I was just talking with someone and she was saying that, sometimes women just have to grab the seat. You just have to take it because people are not ready to hand it to you. You just have to, wake up and take it. And if you're going to take it, you're going to now prove, you're going to even pave the way for other women and say, okay, women can do this.
Yeah.
But when a woman, takes the seat and, she doesn't perform so well, we're like, oh, all women are like that. Women are this. But when women or few of us can always stand out and build ourselves, when we don't want to make reference and say women can do, have you not seen the other person?
Yeah.
Have you not seen that woman? So we have evidence
Okay, so
to prove.
I totally agree with you. And then let us not also forget the fact that even men gets looked down on. Okay? So,
Really?
yeah.
But today we're talking
our
about
ground.
the
We're
women.
talking about women. Yes, I have my reasons for going there. Now, if as a woman you're looked down on,
Okay.
you're not given the right opportunity, you're not even believed in,
Okay.
and then you choose to forget or choose to just, go with the flow that, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, I'm not going to be able to, amount to anything. Between you, the society, and your God, at the end of the day, who loses out?
Oh, definitely you.
Okay.
Definitely you.
So if you're the one losing out, between choosing to follow your dreams and then choosing to follow society, which one is more beneficial?
Oh, definitely your dreams. Your dreams.
Your dreams are
Your
beneficial.
Dreams, definitely.
So, a question then.
Okay.
As a woman, you're a woman,
Okay.
and you have been, doing your thing and going places. How has it been for you breaking those barriers?
Okay. It's been a journey. First of all, I had to sit back and ask myself, what do I want in life? General is a blank question. What do I want in life? I won't get money. I want money. I know that. I like
Okay.
Like the
baby
fine
girl
things of
life.
life.
Okay.
I don't like stress in my life.
Oh my.
So I said, okay, that's what I want. Number two, I was like, okay, what can I do? What are my talents? What am I good at? And by the time I was able to pick all of that, then I was now able to say,
start
okay, I want
working
to
on them.
start working on them. But working on them was not easy, especially looking for instance for my poetry journey. At the time that I started, I didn't really have a lot of, for instance, I didn't really have a lot of mentors or people who could teach me. But I knew, okay, there was YouTube. So I started, watching videos on YouTube, watch myself talk, practice, okay, perform in church, take free stages and do things and all of that. So by the time I kept at it, Meanwhile, sometimes I didn't have money to do that. Sometimes I'll be the one to pay my way to people's events. Sometimes I'll have to lobby for, you know, stages to get on. Sometimes I'll flop on stage. Sometimes I made mistakes.
Yeah.
And sometimes, because it's a stage event, there's always a crowd waiting for you to come and say something. There's always a pin drop silence.
Wow.
So just before you step on the stage, there's a fear. There's a no. There's a doubt. So at every point in time, I have always had to push beyond doubt, self-doubt, not even somebody telling me you can't do it.
Wow.
If I ever even clapping for you and telling you you can do it, you yourself, just before you step on stage.
I wish we had so much more time to take this. But I'm sure we could bring you back some other time, especially to talk about your poetry.
Oh,
but we are absolutely out of time.
Okay.
And we have had a great time and a great conversation with you.
Pleasure.
We have heard that the women can actually break the bias.
Definitely.
So yes, we will bring Kayon back to talk to us about several. You can see that she's a leading woman. Yeah. So
And
today,
if we give her room, she will talk till tomorrow.
absolutely, absolutely. So it's really been a really beautiful morning from all of us here on the Rise and Shine crew, our guys backstage, our producer, and everybody who made this happen. We want to thank you, our very esteemed audience, for staying with us. We hope that you will make the best of everything that you have, like all that we have said. Make the best of all of your gifts, your talents, your opportunities. And we hope to see you again, same time, same station, next week. Bye-bye.